Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Utawarerumono. It's Itsuwari no Kamen, or you could call it Utawarerumono the False Faces, which is on episode 22. Now, this episode right here, wow, dude. You know, I will be honest with you. I despised Haku a lot, alright? Because of what he's been doing and how he has been acting. But eventually, as the episode goes by in a certain sense, he develops in a certain person that I could respect and care for him on. I mean, think about it. If you guys been with the Utawarerumono, Utawarerumono no Kamen, or the series of Utawarerumono in general, you would know how I felt about the guy. Or if you've been seeing my recaps and so forth, you understand how I felt. But, eventually he became something else in the end, which I'm glad he is in this episode. Okay, at the beginning, of course, we have Tuat that Dekam Pompo, which I hate the guy, honestly. There's no denying it. I want him to die. He tries to put on the mask, but that doesn't work on him. And apparently, I think someone picked up the mask, so I think it might be Virai since his boots look a little like him similar, but I do not know myself. But as the episode continues with its own procedure here and there, we have to it that Virai tells Oshitaru if you confess your sins and your crimes and so forth, there will be no war and everything will be at peace. And therefore Oshitaru decides to choose death or something, which is really stupid. So we have to it that Haku makes a plan, so save he could save Oshitaru himself, which I really am glad to see. So he has Furuti and Atsui to not to be involved at certain points, but I'm really glad they aren't. And as for Kiryu himself, he decides to go to a country where he will convince him, where he will ask him that they could stay over, which is really cool. Kiryu is a cool guy. And Shinanon is told to go with him, where Shinanon doesn't want to leave her father, Yakutowaru, whatever his name is. Or you could call him the Blade Master. Well, he's not really a Blade Master after facing Kuro on. You know that. So eventually, as the episode continues with its own procedure here and there, we have to it that Haku asks Nosuri to grab a ship, and as for Kuan and the Blade Master guy, they go rescue Anju or take her because he knows that the poison guy is not gonna stop from here. And eventually, we have to it that before everything was going according to plan until he's having trouble how to rescue Oshitoru or enter the palace whatsoever. But with the help of Toka and Karura, they give him a map, and Kuan decides to go visit them, and they told her to go after much of a certain conversation at staring each other and do your job, which is really cool. And eventually, as time continues with its own procedure, we have to it that everything was going to plan. So Kuan and the Blade Master grabs Anju, and as for Oshitaru himself, he wants to die or something, which is really ridiculous after Haku and Neko Nechan came at him. And they decide to stay behind and so forth, stay with him. Should he die, they will die with him. And after much reluctance of Oshitaru, he decides to come along, and they came in a little bit late, So Oshitaru escaped, but I don't think Virai's not going to let them go that easily after seeing the preview of the next episode and seeing his eyes withered with malice. One thing for sure, I don't know how it's going to go, but Oshitaru did mention that the 8 pillars of the general are really going to fight for the power, and eventually a war is going to break out, So it looks like to me my suspicions on Toka and Karura are off, so I'm glad it's not them. I hope it's not a giant troll, but I highly doubt it is, so yeah. Anyways, it was a pretty nice episode. I actually had a lot of enjoyment watching it, and seeing how Haku developed from a guy that he wants to rescue Oshitoru and so forth, it gives a lot of meaning that I can respect him on, I mean, from the beginning of the series, he was a little lazy guy that doesn't want to do anything, which I really despised a lot. But eventually, he developed into a character that I could give out my respect and care on, So, yeah, good job, Haku. I give you an applaud for that, okay? it's rare. So yeah. Anyways, pretty nice episode. Had a lot of enjoyment, even though like it's a little simple. But from what I've been reading from other people, I think the ending is coming close to Itsuwari no Kamen, which is really to my worry right now, because if it ends up in a cliffhanger, and I think it will, it's not gonna go well for me, because yeah. Until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So this was a pretty fun episode. This is just a devisable plan to try to rescue Oshutoru, you know, and take Anju, grab a ship, and escape from Yamato, you know, and so forth. I don't know how this is gonna end, but I hope there's no death flags, because I already have one on the Blade Master already. So I don't know. Even Shinano, since like her father is fighting. So until then, I'll see you guys later. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye bye.